Okay, let's see, where were we? I believe that we were just getting ready to go meet up with Nell again. But, before we do that, there are a few other things that I would like to take care of. We are in the mining town of Curlsaw. And, before we explore this town, the place I want to go, if I can remember which way on my map, I think it's this way. No, it's not. The gate is currently closed. It would be difficult to force your way through, and we'd rather not make a scene. I'm gonna find my way out of this town. We're going back to, what was that town's name? Arag, I think it is? The capital city that we came from? There's an event there that I'd like to see. This guy is the town wanderer. This is Curlsaw, a town of miners and craftsmen. Well, at least that's what it used to be. These days, it's just like any other town. Now that you mention it, a carriage did pass by at a tremendous speed. I wonder if something happened. Nope, nothing happened, good sir. Nothing that you need to be concerned with. Pretty sure the way I want to go is all the way on this side of town. This should be the only gate open at this time. All of the other areas of the game are sealed off. What? I don't want to stay away. I've got places to go. Well, surely not. I could have swore that I could have went back. Well, maybe I can't go back to that town yet. Maybe I am completely mistaken. Well, let's see what this town has to offer then. Cancel those plans, change. The ne'er-do-well. Have you heard? Word is the yield from Curlsaw caverns has fallen, so they've sacked us miners. Bah! This wouldn't have happened if we could have used the Bequero mine. And then again, I got all that money. They're calling it compensation or some big word of the sort. I suppose I should just go enjoy myself and forget about working for a while. Whatever helps you. What do we got here? I know it's hard to see the game whenever I've got that map up, but it's easier to navigate for me that way. The fanatical young woman. The lord of our town, Count Waltar, is a fabulous person, you know. His Excellency is much friendlier than Duke Vox, and much kinder than Sir Albel. What do we got in here? Looks like some type of shop, perhaps. Tavern, the Iron Stomach. Hello, good sir. Stern man. So what'll it be, kid? Don't give me some tired old line like a glass of milk, please, because quite frankly, I don't even want to hear it. Okay, I won't. What about you, sir? The angry man. What's this war about anyways? Didn't our ancestors used to live on that land that is in Aquaria now? What's wrong with the people who once lived there returning to where they rightfully belong, you know? Just kick off the people who currently live there and probably have for the last few centuries? I mean, shit, come on. We used to live there. Today's lunch. Salted holler beast soup, blue salad, and lum carpaccio. Carpapapo. Okay, I get it. I'm not gonna order anything. No thank you. What's this? Maybe a side exit of some type? It is a side exit. That's kind of neat. The youngster. You're armed, so that must mean you're a soldier, right? Gosh, I wish I could be a soldier. Sounds so glamorous. No, it's not, kid. Do you really want to hack people to bits with a sword? Want your friends get stabbed and bleed to death on the battlefield? I doubt it. The lonesome old woman. I wonder if those Church of Apris believers really were plotting to assassinate the king. One thing I am sure of is this. My son could not be involved in such things. My son lost his life for his religious beliefs. Imagine risking one's life to worship gods who are supposed to be there to protect you. It makes no sense if you think about it. Shouldn't they be protecting you from risking your life? The elderly Aquarian. The people of this kingdom have all gone mad. It does not matter whether the Church of Apris believers were plotting to kill the king. Many people are going to die now. How can everyone remain indifferent in the face of such tragedy? Well, I don't have an answer for that, but I do know that if you will please move from your stairwell, ma'am, I will liberate that chest. Okay, for some reason in that house, my frame rate is being pillaged, so we'll just skip that. That sounds like I'm losing my voice, too. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check something. This does not feel right. Okay, I'm trying to balance the frame rate out here. It shouldn't be having the issues that it's having. Sorry for invading your immersion, but it's gotta be done. What do we got here? 520 full, and some blueberries. Not bad. I don't think 520 full will get us very far, but every little bit helps. Annoyed girl. Stop it! Leave me alone. Now I really hate you. How do you like them apples? Sir Shelby conquers all. What are you doing, you little pillager? I'm Shelby the Heavy-Handed, Lieutenant of the Black Brigade. I shall punish Nell Zephyr, that crimson-blade criminal from Aquaria. Take that, and that. So he's chasing that girl around with a cardboard tube. Okay. The morbidly curious girl. They say a band of 3 vicious criminals have fled here to Curlsaw. From what I've heard from the soldiers thus far, the band is made up of a beast-like giant of a man dressed in unusually tight clothing, a slow-eyed hag, and a boy who wields powerful runic force unlike anything seen before in our world. Well, if I do, I certainly don't know. Aquaberries obtained. Do I have any runic powers? Thought that was just Nell. Maybe I'm supposed to be the giant guy. They've got Nell with the runic powers mixed up. The sermonic old man. One day the church in our town was suddenly surrounded by dozens of soldiers who proceeded to arrest the many followers of the Church of Apris whom had gathered there. A subsequent investigation by Duke Vox, captain of the Dragon Brigade, concluded that the believers of Apris who gathered there were plotting the assassination of His Royal Majesty. When His Royal Majesty heard about the assassination plot, he declared war on the sacred kingdom of Aquaria, which was thought to be behind the plot. That is why all the temples of the Church of Apris were burned to the ground, and even the worship of the father god Apris was banned. Still, I doubt the queen or the high priests of the sacred kingdom of Aquaria, let alone one of the tens of thousands of followers of Apris, intended to carry out such a terrible act as assassinating the king. It's actually quite a simple matter. Our country merely needed a reason like that so it could invade a sacred kingdom like Aquaria. A false flag event, if you will. Anything to get the public riled up. What have I got over here? Have I already talked to you, madame? I heard that some sort of weapon from the kingdom of Greeton recently attacked the city of Araglyph. There sure have been a lot of disturbing things happening lately. You should be careful. I wouldn't know anything about them, ma'am. I'm just a trapper from the mountains. Young man, there was once a rich vein of ore. That's not a young man voice at all. I'm losing my voice. There was once a rich vein of ore in the Bequerel mine beyond the Curlsaw caverns to the north. But they've overmined it, and now the yield keeps falling each year. I'm not saying there aren't other veins of ore in the Curlsaw caverns in the Bequerel mine, but compared to the Bequerel mine's once rich vein that helped fill our kingdom's coffers, the yield is nothing to speak of. Probably barely enough to sustain their own industries, let alone have enough to export out. So, is this the inn? This is the outfitter. I may actually need to buy some weapons. We hereby certify that this individual is a man of exceptional strength, a true muscle man in every sense of the word. All Araglyph Muscle Man Federation. For some reason, these fires just devour the frames on here. The sweaty proprietor. Hello there, welcome. So what can I do for ya? Well, let's see. A silver ring gets tarnished easily. Don't know if it actually does anything. Fresh sage. Oh, come on. There's got to be more information than that. For some reason, I have forgotten how to examine these items. There we go. Triangle. Cures paralysis. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Cures incapacitation. I've got 3 of them. I don't actually know if I want to buy any more of those. Lavender cures freezing. You know what? These are fairly cheap. I'm going to buy 5 of those. Sage cures petrification. I'm going to buy 10 of these. Petrification will end your game. Basil, that's paralysis. I think paralysis is also a fairly nasty ailment. You know, I'm just going to buy 10 of all of them. Clone generator, silver ring. It's plus that's 5% defense. No, I don't think we need them. Oh, did I really do that? Whoops. Just backed out of it. Thankfully, I already know exactly what I want. Yep, let's purchase all of them. Now, I'm surprised this guy doesn't sell any weapons. Confidence in quality. Nearly half of the goods in this shop were handmade by the shop's hot-blooded proprietor. He's a muscle man, apparently. And he's proud of it. Proud of his looks. Apparently other people are too. Hopefully that little pop-up isn't showing up on the window. I will find out. What is this place? I don't see a sign out front, so it may just be somebody's house. It's the grocer. For some reason, all of the interiors are just slowing things way down. It's Rigel. I'm hungry. My mother is so annoying the way she goes on and on about how taking care of one's appearance is one of the duties of nobility. She won't even hire a chef, though we certainly have the money. It looks like an account book. If I look through this without asking, I'll probably get in trouble. Well, I don't want to do that. The cheerful proprietor. Hello there. Welcome to my shop. You'll love our prices. I think I might. I'll completely stock up on blueberries. That's hit point recovery. Aquaberries is poison. You know what? I'm gonna fill up on those too. Why not? Blackberries, that's MP. It can be pretty useful too. I need to save a little bit of money for armor and things like that. Wait, that's 30% hit point recovery. I forgot what that little 3 in parentheses there, or brackets, whatever, means. Maybe it cures 3 people for 30 hit points? That would be pretty useful. Gooseberry juice, a cheap brand of juice. However, it is first in terms of annual consumption. Okay, we'll buy all that. Gives me 1,777 gold. And I guess we'll get out of here. I may actually cut this video short here in a minute and test out a few things to fix the frame rate and everything. Just be like a 15-minute video here. Or I could save the footage. Yeah, I'll probably just save the footage and mix it with something. Mix it with the next 15 minutes or so. What buildings have I not checked out? Did we run in here? I do not believe so. This looks like perhaps another private house. It's got a sign out front. The workshop. I do not believe I can make anything yet, though. This is where I will be spending a lot of time later. Maybe not this particular workshop, but workshops in general. That's where you can craft some amazing items. And not to mention, if you craft an item before any other group does, you can slap a copyright on it. And I believe you get profits from that item throughout the rest of the game. Yeah. Perfect berries. Wonderful. I'll have to save those for a rainy day or something. What else do we got? Where else have I been? Looking at my map here. I think this is the end. You know what? I'm going to save it and try to fix a few things here. I took about a month break since the last recording, so maybe something's changed in my setup since then. But whenever we come back, we'll continue to explore Curlsaw, and we'll continue to explore Curlsaw, and I'll try to figure out how to get us back to Arag. That way I can take part in that little cutscene that I want to see. Okay, let's see. I unfortunately did not figure out how to get back to Arag in order to check out that little cutscene. It's nothing important. I was able to check it out at one point, but now apparently I've forgotten how. Maybe I can check it out after this meeting. But this meeting right here is the next step to continue the plot here. So let's see what we've got going on.
Could that be?
Let's see. That looks awfully familiar. That face. It's him. He's still watching us. Fate? Cliff, either of you good at lip reading by chance? Body language doesn't give much away either.
What's she doing in a place like this?
Exactly. This looked like some bombed, well, not bombed, but burned down ruins. The remains of an old church, perhaps? Actually, that's what I bet it is. One of those buildings that they burned down
According
for
to
the
our latest information.
group that they dislike now.
I see. They're up to the same nasty tricks as always. Is it the Dragon Brigade? No, it's the Black Brigade. Of course, the Dragon Brigade is backing them up. I see. Good work.
Curious what they're doing.
Whatever you do, please don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. You know they plan to...
Dang it, I want more information.
Go. Yes, ma'am.
So that's her secret spy in the region. Get out of here, spy. Also, make sure you walk right in front of the people who have been spying on us. And make sure you give them a full profile of your face, too. Just in case.
What are you doing out here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Nothing really. I was passing by and saw you, so... Who was that?
She works for me, gathering intelligence here in Curlsaw. I was just checking up on you.
Is something the matter? You looked pretty grim.
Nothing unexpected. I found out our pursuers are getting close to this town.
What do you mean close to this town? Didn't I, what? I thought that they were already here.
That's it?
Yes. Why?
Maybe not.
Oh, well, no reason really.
So does that mean that the pursuers didn't continue chasing the wagon? I'm actually not sure what's going on.
We leave first thing in the morning. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Sounds good to me, I guess. The next part is a little bit fun, actually. We can kiss the cutscenes goodbye for a while, I
There
believe.
you are. Huh? You two were together?
Yeah, just grab it a bite to eat, Cliff.
I ran into her at the entrance.
Like he says.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling now?
I'm okay. It must have just been the fatigue catching up with me.
Some type of head cold, perhaps. I've walked it off.
Right. Well, hope that's all it was.
Me too.
Sorry to worry you guys.
Well, as long as you're okay, don't sweat it.
No, I'm fine. I've recovered fully. I think a little bit of rest
It'll be
helped.
night soon.
Hope none of you are cursed.
You should rest up today. Tomorrow we'll pass through the Curlsaw caverns.
Oh, what a lovely place this is.
Curlsaw caverns?
Mine shafts to the north of town. We'll go through there to Arias. Of course, it'd be faster to go through the wilderness to the east, but we can't be sure that they aren't waiting to ambush us if we go that way.
And the Curlsaw caverns are safe?
Well, at least we can be sure there are no Arag soldiers to worry about.
Wonderful.
Spit it out. What's dangerous about the mine shafts?
I feel like I've already been through this. Hopefully I haven't been. Was this in that last 15-minute chunk that I recorded while I was sick? Oh boy.
Well, a number of monsters have taken up residence there. I'm not saying it's 100% safe.
But
Right.
I guess the monsters are easier than Araglyph soldiers, huh?
Let's just say I'd rather face them than the soldiers.
Guess so.
So now that everyone knows the plan, let's get some sleep. We leave early.
Okay, I guess if I don't have
All
a
right.
choice and have nothing else to go explore.
Okay.
Even though I still want to try to get back to Araglyph. I want to try to catch all of those little secret cutscenes that I can. I've never
Mel,
actually
can I
tried
ask you
that.
something?
Normally I never cared.
What?
Fate, what's on your mind now?
Do you think Tynaeve and Farlene got away okay?
They'll be fine. Those girls can fend for themselves. They're trained for these eventualities.
I hope you're right.
Besides, they've got cyanide capsules that they can down if they need to.
Hurry up and get ready. Our pursuers are not far away.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if you're the pursuer that you're talking about. I still don't know how much I trust him now. But at the same time, what choice do we really have? I'm not gonna save it again. Not yet. And wait a second, did that path open? This is where we want to go next. All the way to the north of town, but maybe this gate did open? Yeah, it did. So, real quick, let's see if I can find my way back to Araglyph. That way I can see what this cutscene is all about. And so I can grab these chests. I wonder if it's actually anything useful. There's another one down there. Ripe berries. No? What does it do? Just spiral and there we go. Couldn't quite see the path there. A jewel of alertness. Again, no idea what that does. But I'm sure I'll find out at some point. Now, whenever we do get to Araglyph, there are some enemies that we have to watch out. The enemies here are actually fairly tough for our level, and they may actually be able to kill me. Dang it! Inventory's full. It'll be there whenever we come back through later, I guess. Oh boy, we're gonna get attacked. I just know I'm gonna bump into one of these guys and get us wiped out. But hey, that's what the skip cutscene option is for. Because I do plan, well I don't plan, but I expect it to be happening, that I'll probably be dying a fair amount. And I don't really want to use save states. Even though if it gets bad enough, I might. You can really get yourself cornered with save states. These guys are tough. Excuse me, fellas, coming through. I believe I can just run straight through here. Yeah, there we go. Whew, that's close. Those guards don't really screw around. If they get in a fight with you. There's good reason she wants to avoid them. And we want to go down here. Are you tired of that over map, by the way, yet? I don't know what else to call it, that overlay of the map. There we go. Who'd have thought it would ever come to this? What a mind-blowing experience. Where have you been anyway? I can't find that Mirage either. Yeah, I wonder where Mirage is. Beats me. Wonder what she's up to. Let's see, I'm worried about Mirage, or I never dreamed something like this would happen. I actually am kind of worried about Mirage. We haven't heard anything about her. She really should have gotten in contact with us by now. At the same time, she is... I don't want to appear sexist. I mean, we're not worried about her because of that. I hope Cliff doesn't think we're thinking that. I'm just generally worried about her. I am worried about Mirage. Guess it really is dangerous. Fate, you ass. Guess it really is dangerous for a woman to be all alone on an underdeveloped planet like this. See, fate always has to just ruin everything. Give me a break. You really think she's just a pretty face? You wouldn't say that if you really knew her. She'd snap you in half, like a little twig. Look, Cliff, you're right about the physical abilities of the Clausians, being far superior to the people of Ellicor. But that doesn't make me feel any better about leaving a woman all by herself on this planet. Well, I suppose we Clausians aren't invincible or anything. We're just like anyone else if surprised in our sleep, and we'll die if someone poisons our food. However, Mirage's weakness lies somewhere else. How should I put it? I don't think she knows the meaning of the word hesitate. Once she determines that someone is an enemy, she'll never hesitate to act. Makes no difference if it's someone that she's met before. Anyone who comes up against her and lived can only be described as lucky. I see. Just remember this. Don't do anything to ruffle her feathers. If you get her really angry, even I won't be able to save you. I'll try to remember that. Don't get broken by Mirage. Man, what's up with her? She could at least contact us once while she's out there. I suppose it'll be okay as long as she's safe, though. So there we go. There's that cutscene. There are all types of those little events throughout the game, and you really have to look for them. I'm going to be cheating with the strategy guide, though, to help me find them, because I would actually really like to find them and just get all that background information without having to stumble around for hours at a time. Where's the exit to this place? I think I took a wrong turn. Pretty sure it's this way. Or is it not? This is the entrance to Arag Castle. Only those with official business may pass. Okay, so I've already forgot the layout to this city. Surely it wasn't to the north. No, this was it. The Trom Mountains. Next stop is probably getting my ass kicked, and I'll have to do all of this off screen. How do I escape? Everybody run away. There we go. Yeah. Nell almost died there. It took her down to like 200 health, so if we tried to get into a real fight with them, I would die. Then I would have to do all of that talking off screen again, which I don't want to do. Let's see. There's a treasure chest. I think I'll save it. Can I save it out here? No. I guess I'll have to go back to the inn and save it. Because the next save point is, I believe, deep inside the mine shaft, right before the boss. Hello, slime. Let's actually kill something. I haven't fought yet in this video. And I do need to get my combat skills up. Are these things too tough? They do MP damage, which is actually fairly dangerous. Gotta let my Fury Barb recharge though. Still trying to learn my cancels and everything like that. There we go. Nah, these things aren't too hard. Okay, what's my aerial attack? There we go. So you can chain those two together with the regular attacks, and Cliff is poisoned. But you can chain those two together and do huge damage cancellation bonuses. Are you still poisoned? Yeah, he is. So, where's that going to be located at? Oh, can I only use those in battle? Oh, there we go. Which one works on poison? Basil, that's probably for paralysis. Fresh sage. So lavender, that's freezing point. Petrification. Okay, what is basil? That's paralysis. Okay. Oh, there we go. Aquaberries. The very first thing on the list, which also happened to be the very last thing I could check. I love how I do that sometimes. Okay. Excuse me, wasps. I'm not really interested in fighting you at all. We'll be having enough combat for leveling up on the way soon. Not necessarily in the mine shaft, because that's going to be a little quick adventure, I believe, but once we get to the mountain pass beyond there, there's going to be a lot of fighting, I believe. I could be wrong. It's been a while, and I don't really remember. So, this should be the end of this video. Be about 31 minutes, both clips, and whenever we come back, we will do the mine shaft finally, and make our way to the town of, what is it? Arias? Yeah, the town of Arias, it looks like.